Hey guys, Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Oh man, dude, I am so sorry. 8 minutes late. Dude, like, what's the matter with me? Like, I'm sitting here, I'm reading the news and doing everything like notes after note after note for the podcast that I'm putting together tonight to release tomorrow morning at 5 a.m. And I'm just like, dude, I'm so stuck in this. And then I look at the time, like, oh no. So I apologize. Give me a second. Okay. So let me go back and see. Oh, geez. Wow, you guys have all been talking. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. Corey, what's going on, Corey? Christmas music on Spotify. Nice. Who of Marvel and DC would have good singing voices? Gift the cat. That's a good question. I imagine Captain America, who's the perfect human being to have the voice of an angel if he's ever sings. Saying. Um, I don't know who else after that. Scotland. Mark, what's going on, Mark Guerrero? John Wright, what's up? Martin P, what it do? When you're reviewing Extra Swords, after I read them all. Sorry. Oh, well, Martin, I did put up reviews for the most recent three X books that came out afterwards, minus X Factor. I mentioned that I looked at X Factor and I didn't like it, but the other three of the four, I did them. Matt Murdock versus Ben Matlock. Oh, Matlock doesn't have a chance. It doesn't stand a chance. Okay. Let me turn off my WhatsApp. OG, what's up, OG? Matlock from Mayberry. Nice. That's the Andy Griffith Show. And Thomas, what's up, Thomas? I'm about to catch up. I'm almost caught up. I swear I'm almost caught up. JT Gamer, what's going on, JT? Is Steve Ditko, Doctor Strange worth it? Oh, yeah, that's where it all started. There's going to be a lot of problems in there. You're going to look at it and say it doesn't work in continuity format, which Ditko was still doing. It's funny. It's funny that, whoa, an ad that's 4 to 5 minutes long. You're a beast, Corey. Love it. Anyway, so let me see if I can. Oh, Black Canary. Yeah, that's actually a really good point. Tom, I love you, man. Breck Warren, what's going on, Breck? Okay, so anyway, the Steve Ditko. Let's see if I can put this out. Ditko was an old school comic books writer slash artist. He was an artist, but even though he didn't write all the words out per se, he was still the storyteller. You get what I'm saying? He did all of the story for those original issues. And he introduced Eternity. He introduced the Living Tribunal, but they were mostly just super powerful, paradoxical characters that weren't really that powerful when you think about it. It was just a whatever kind of thing. They kind of showed Eternity to be more powerful, and it is a really weird thing. And at the end of the day, it's like they don't represent the level of power that you would expect that they would have. Dormammu, he did a fantastic job with him, though. You know, he was the returning character, the oft returning character. So, hey, Master Yarl, what's going on? Captain America would sound like Billy Ray Cyrus. This son of a gun. You know what? That's almost worth putting in my Professor Bill reads the mean tweets. And I'm gonna do another one of those pretty soon. Anyway, so what do we got here? Let's open up a couple toys and you guys talk to me, dude. I've been watching a few ads I missed of his, and there's that ad that's 55 minutes long. My God, man. You watched a 55-minute ad, dude. That's a television program. Like, wow, that's a pilot of a new TV series. You are a freaking beast. I love you, man. Thank you, cuz. Hope Harry Osborn is being revealed as Kindred, leads from being the Green Goblin again. I'm hoping it leads to that or something better. But at the very least, Green Goblin, because I mean, you can't really have Norman go back. He's sinless right now, right? Let's crack open a couple toys while I'm talking here. How about Rocky? Rocky. So the NECA figure. So again, these guys are like 8 inches tall. I'm not the biggest fan of these guys, but there's some characters that are released here that aren't released anyplace else. So sometimes you got to take your toys how you find them. It's a shame. And they're also only 20 bucks Canadian. So I guess that means there would be about 15 US, I think. Anyway, so here's Rocky, Italian Stallion, and he's got the ad for the Shamrock Meats Incorporated on the back, which is from the original movie. Love that. He's got his boots that will apparently come off. Yeah, there we go. His boots will come off, so we could beat you with his boot. That wasn't actually in the movie, but it'd be a cool addition to the movie, I'm saying. So yeah, he's got his hands up. Boom, he can open up. He's got his shorts on. Over here, I wouldn't mind getting the American flag boots also. I wouldn't be upset with that, but they need to make an Apollo Crews character first and then put them on. Anyway, if they make the Apollo Crews character, I'll just take the boots off, or the what do you call it, the shorts off of him, and then I'm sure there's a lot of ladies that like to do that to Carl Weathers also, and then I'll put them on my man's Rock over here. So anyway, he's got these boots. You can see they got the slits right over here that go up to about the cusp of the wrist so that you can actually put on his boxing gloves. Come on, Rock. Get him on. There we go. Hey. What are you doing there? What are you doing? You want to go? Come on. Yeah, it's right. I'm a southpaw. So I kind of fight like this. Hey, come on. Let's go. These are my fight. Hey, come on. Oh, dude. It is perfect, though. It genuinely is really. Oh, you can see his hair, the Italian hair. It's Italians. We let it grow. It's such gorgeous hair, I'm saying. All right, so there's Rocky. And let's go the other route. The other one I got is Hannibal the Cannibal Lecter. 8-inch, 14 points of articulation. What is this? It's freaking, that's booty. Okay, so this mask, his pig face thing mask is attached. Jeez, that thing could have ripped. I didn't even realize the way that it was designed. Okay, so here he is, Hannibal the Cannibal Lecter. Everybody wants to say, "Why, hello, Clarice," but unfortunately, that he never actually said that. That's one of those. Oof, that's a weird. That's a weird clicking sound. A little terrifying. So this is cool. I like this. And then he's got his mask. He can go on. Anyway, that's like a Mandela effect. The whole "hello, Clarice," because he never actually said that in the movies. Okay, so there we go. Put that on. My cellmate is Harley Quinn. We get along just grand. All right. Punchy. Stallone should play Wildcat. You know what, Mark? That's actually a good idea. Yeah, Master Yarley's from New York. He's remember he's from Brooklyn. Bronx. He's from the Bronx. Excuse me. He's from the Bronx. I'm getting a. Eesh. Oh, uh, let me look them up. Okay, somebody's selling me some toys online. I apologize for that interruption, my peeps. Yeah, somebody's selling me some toys, and what do you call it? Yeah. So, okay, let's move on to a little bit of wrestling. Hmm? We're gonna get into some GI Joe in a minute. First, let's get into some wrestling. I have a wrestling toy. Bow, Miss Elizabeth, the first lady of wrestling. The actress who plays the female Wildcat. And there's a female Wildcat? Why is there a female Wildcat? What is the point of making a female Wildcat? Why would they make a female Wildcat? I just watched the last Rambo movie not too long ago. It was okay. Didn't feel like a Rambo movie. Uh, oh, okay, nice one, Thomas. Thank you for that. Horse trade away. What? You guys are trading horses? Rocky could take Hannibal. Oh, 100%. No way, Miss Elizabeth. Shiny toy hour. It is shiny. So, Miss Elizabeth. The problem with this figure is it comes with Ravishing Rick Rude, but it does not come with, and you guys saw already, I have the Fiend. And I don't have this version of Ronda Rousey, but I have two of her versions, and I have an AJ Styles already. Anyway, it doesn't have the Macho Man in this one, and in this wave, and I don't have a Macho Man, but I want one of these Elite Collection Macho Men, and I'm very disappointed that I do not have such a thing. So anyway, it's really rather sad. Like, this is all it comes with. I mean, what else could it come with, right? I guess it can come with a Cobra. They could do a 2-pack of Miss Elizabeth and Sensational Sherry. I mean, they could do something. Like, there's nothing in here. Maybe give her another dress. Let's play dress up. I'll play dress up with Miss Elizabeth. Okay, so she got hands for grabbing, the GI Joe with the Kung Fu grip hands, and she comes with her open hands. Ooh, for waving or slapping. Depends on her mood. She was a very different character in WCW than she was in WWF. Okay, come on. Come on. Okay, her shoulders are rather broad, but that's all right. Whatever, it is what it is. So here she is, Miss Elizabeth. Miss Elizabeth, will you marry me? Oh, yeah. Like, one of the absolute hands down greatest moments in all of wrestling history. You know what I'm going to say. Fight me. Oh, that's not what that is. So first here, let me show you guys really quick what I got for one of the things I got for my kids for, yeah, rest in peace. One of the things I got for my kids for Christmas. Look at this. Got it for only $5 or $10 Canadian, which is like what, $7 US? It's the whole suit. You can actually put on the whole suit. They dropped them to clearance. Nobody was buying them. I wrestled with buying these because they had three of them, right? The what do you call it? Two of these and one of a different one. I wrestled with buying this at full price, $35 for a while. Thinking to myself, I should just pull the trigger and buy the damn things because my kids are gonna love them, you know? But no, I didn't. Instead, I waited and I found it for only $10. Guess what? The other one went on sale too. You have to buy two. For the kids, you gotta buy two. You can't just buy one. That would be a bad thing. Oh, also some other things in here too. I forgot that I had these guys in here. Oh, geez. Just got a bunch of things in here for these guys. So, my kids like Gravedigger. My oldest son, I don't have it here. It's out there. It's in a safe place. I got a so anyway, they could be dinosaurs now. But I got a Gravedigger remote control car for him. For my youngest, who's not allowed to have remote control cars anymore because I don't know if this guy's going to be allowed to get a driver's license when he's older. This guy's psychotic. Like on the road, this guy's a danger. He's a terror to everyone. Check it out. Kabang. That is awesome. So a little Gravedigger for him. Think your mom got you a NECA for Christmas? Dude. Well, see, the question is, yeah, which one? You know, they've got the 1/12 things, and one of the ones that's on pre-order right now is Black Bolt, and he comes with a really great articulation lockjaw, which, dude, I am genuinely thinking about pulling the trigger on. It's like 130, I think it is. 135, something like that. I'm really thinking about pulling the trigger on that. Anyway, I also got these two cars for them. So this should be fun. The doors open up. These are from Toys R Us. The doors open up. You can actually see some stuff inside. It ain't bad, you know? It's not bad. It's a nice little car. But yeah, I try to do some work on my cars every so often just so that I can, well, you know, upgrades and whatnot, maintenance. I always try to do stuff like that. And I always try to bring at least one of the kids outside so that they can watch me to try and get them interested in the cars because it's a great profession to get into. I got a cousin who owns a shop and he's doing really good. I wonder if I can get this stupid thing off right now. But it's a really great profession, whether you're going to work for somebody or just work for yourself. It's a great way to be able to go into your own business and not have to work for someone. We all technically work for someone, right? Customer, whatever. But in general, yeah. Okay. Last non-G.I. Joe thing I'm going to open up. Bang. Gamerverse. So this is Iron Man in his Star Boost armor, whatever the heck that means. I don't know. I just know that I want an actual hall of armors. So any goofy Iron Man that I can get, I will take. Even one that's just as goofy looking as this one. This is just like, what the hell is this? But whatever. Anyway, this is the inside. It's a nice Avengers symbol. Looks pretty. You know what? That's savable. Because when he's got his, you know what? This is definitely savable. Darn it. Darn it. I hate saving these things. Like, this is the stuff that makes my wife want to, like, just punch me in the head. Like, what's the matter with you? You're saving all this junk. It's not junk. It's not junk. Check it out. So I actually have that as an illusion, or a hologram, excuse me, not an illusion, as a hologram jumping up and just boop, right? Down in his garage. That's kind of cool. All right. Damn it, saving another one of these things. Okay. Let's get some questions. I'm opening these things up. Blue Beetle versus Iron Spider. I mean, Blue Beetle. Come on. Come on. How is that even a question? Alan, what's up, Alan? Been starting to pull together similar scale arch villains. Got Throwback Doom. Oh, nice. And Super Scroll Baff Doom. Yeah, I have the Super Scroll Build-A-Figure Doom. I actually have 3 of them. What do you call it? I order. I didn't just go to the store and pick them up. When I know I want more than one of something, I just pre-order them. This way I'm guaranteed to get them. Also, it doesn't hurt to actually have them physically. You know, instead of hoping that the store is going to have them all. Thanos and the new Apocalypse so far. Nice. The new Thanos, the King Thanos is coming out. Looks good. Debo from the Friday movie. Yeah, I know. Sonny Liston, he died. That is a shame. OG, you don't think Null will die by the end of King in Black? That's actually a good question. I don't know if he's going to die at the end of King in Black. That's a solid question that I don't know the answer to. If he dies, I mean, if he lives, he lives. If he dies, he dies. From Rocky 4. But I'm going to show you the Star Boost armor while I'm thinking on that one. So I like that his wrists at least move. I mean, they're not the greatest of move, but they at least do move. Like some of the other ones you guys have seen, their wrists, like they just stay like that, and they could turn, they could twist, but they can't do anything else. This one, the wrists at least go. They go farther than that. It will not. That's it. It's the extent of how far it will go. So we can just or flying. So that's actually really good. So standing up, like I don't think I'll ever actually use this stupid thing. It's so goofy. Like it's just like, what is this thing? But he could just be standing there, hall of armors, you know, that he could pick if he wants to at any time. It also comes with the 2 fists. So he can co-clock somebody in his goofy bright armor. And he comes with these 4 things. They're all the same thing. They're all the exact same one. Just the little blasts, repulsor tech effect. So he can fly or shoot or whatever the heck it is that he's going to do, or get shot. You know, I have one of these sticking to the side of it and be like, pew, 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 like that. He just got shot up. Yep, there's that. Okay. All right. So let's get to some G.I. Joes. I have got. Looking forward to House of X-Wave from Marvel Legends. Really, are you? I don't think there's not a lot of people looking for that. So I got Gung Ho. Bane versus Rhino. Oh, dude, Rhino would wreck him. Like physically up front, he would totally wreck him. Bane would have to come back at him later and be a lot smarter. But I mean, Rhino, you're talking about a guy who can plow through buildings. Like this dude, like he's in the weight class of the Hulk. And what do you call it? Bane simply is not even close. Okay, so he's got this backpack that you can see the little side clips here to hold some of his weaponry. Here is some of his weaponry. Here's this rifle with a drum attached to the bottom. The drum does not spin. Here's this rather big rifle. And another rather big rifle. And then there is the character himself whose hat just fell off. Lovely. Lovely. But that does mean he's got a hat that can come off. Okay. So, what am I stuck on? Okay, so here he is. He's got his Marine haircut. Definitely a recon guy. He doesn't have different hands, which is a little frustrating. He's got this, I don't know what the heck that is, like the Terminator or the Predator detonation device. I don't know what the hell that thing is supposed to be. He's got this. He's got a bunch of, so these look like smoke grenades on the side. He's got 3 regular hand grenades on that side. M66 defensive. You open up his flak vest. He's got the thing on the front, so he can actually pull this off completely. Let's see if I can do it. Okay. Oh, his elbow pad comes off. He actually looks a little bit like Zangief with this thing off. If I can just get it over his freaking wrist things. Come on. Okay. This, like without the hat, the jacket on, holy crap. This is a badass character. This is way more amazing than I thought it was going to be. Do these wrists pop off? Please pop off. Please pop off. Please politely pop off. Oh, God, I hope I'm not. Okay. Whew, I was so scared. So here's the wrist. You can see it over top of my shiny forehead. It's got a little tiny clip on the edge, so it makes it hard to pull it off, but you can actually pull it off. You could take this thing off, and he's just regular old wrist. Damn, this sweet figure. Like, I'm not going to use him as gung-ho most of the time, I think. Yeah, and it goes right back on. I don't know if you heard that. You should have been able to hear that. The wedge, the divot actually popping in. Here's his elbow pad for him to drop the people's elbow on somebody. Okay. Yeah, this is cool as hell. Wow. Yeah, this thing can slide off, not so easily, but which is a good thing. But it can, which is also a good thing. Lots of rotation on this guy. Really great articulation. Look at this. Look at this bend at the waist. Yo, this guy's getting into a wrestling match. He's got the butterfly. Holy crap. He's got the freaking butterfly effect going on. So he can actually pull his shoulders back and everything to, do like a Samson kind of thing or pull an ox cart. It's not a super big butterfly effect, but it does actually have, you see in the back, you see that? It does have the piece in the back to do that. So that is great. So we can actually throw a full boom, except that it's still a trigger and not a fist. Yeah, what I would really like to see with this guy are open hands for wrestling, and then, fists also, not just the trigger fingers. This is a great figure. You put his hat on, put the song Playing with the Boys on. You can play Hollywood with Maverick and Goose, Iceman, and who's the other guy who was playing? Who's Ice's wingman? Oh, I know his name. Condor? Anyway, that is a cool ass figure, man. Like, with that jacket coming off like that, that is freaking amazing. I'll probably put this on later. That is a cool figure, though. The backpack, it's all nice. Fit the weapons inside. Or can you? Clip. Not easily. Not easily at all. Nah, the other one doesn't want to go in. So, whatever. It's nice in theory. Okay, let's get some questions. Bane can be stopped by destroying the venom tube, right? Too easy. Just get that boop with the horn on his head. Is that chest hair or a tattoo? That's a tat. That was a tat. Minus chest hair. Enjoying laying on the ground, listening to Christmas music on my Spotify account. Or to ask my first question differently, which Christmas party from Marvel would you want to go? I'd want to go to the Marvel one instead. More characters. Because let's be realistic. Then again, the only time you're ever going to see the DC characters is in a Christmas party. So there's that. I mean, like, when else are you going to see some of these other freaking characters? Come on, right? Okay. So let's pop open Cobra, Cobra Commander. I got Cobra Commander. I've had this thing for a while. I've been waiting to actually get a couple more characters before I open it, but I can't seem to get a hold of the Cobra Troopers, the Cobra Island Troopers. I just want a couple, like just two. Two would be perfect. You know what I'm saying? But nope, can't find them. I missed the pre-order, so I'm not a happy dude. Did I see Paul? Hey, PA Stewart, what's up? Ever see that G.I. Joe episode written by Steve Gerber? Man, is it a strange one even for kids cartoon. Which one was that? Was that the one where one of them was in love with one of Zartan's crew? So that was actually my favorite episode. The one where they're both looking up at the same moon. I thought that was like a beautiful episode. But I don't remember which one. Okay, so here is Cobra Commander. He's kind of got that Mando cape on the side. I want to get the hooded Cobra Commander also. I actually love the hooded Cobra Commander way better than this one, but this is all that was available so far. So he's in his dress blues, I guess you'd call them. Got the freaking sharp pointed helmet. You see right into, see the shine, see yourself in it. That's not too bad. Yep, there's me. You can almost see a reflection of yourself in there. It is a cool figure. I'm digging on this. He comes with his, looks like a freaking flintlock pistol. What the hell is that? Why do you have a flintlock, dude? Oh my God. Look at his, so he's got the one hand like this, which is pretty perfect for him. Whoa, 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 whoa. Look at that. Look at the forearm. Look at the forearm on this. That's goofy. Now it's a double jointed. It's got the double elbow joints. So you gotta make sure you're using the bottom joint. Otherwise it just looks super goofy. That looks much better. But even when he's doing, so yeah, he can come forward, he could scratch his head. I'm thinking here. It just looks weird. Look how flat and fat that is. Comes up too much. That's super weird that happens. I think it was Shipwreck, having his memories messed with. I'm trying to remember. I don't remember that one, but I would love to see that episode. Now that you said that, I'm going to look up the episode where Steve Gerber wrote. Okay, so his wrist is just way too long. That's just facts. His forearm, I should say, way too long. They messed up on that. There's no doubt. Just the way that it looks and everything. Wow, it's freaky. Both of these. And then this one, look at the hand. Look how hard it is to like his fingers are wedged down in there and everything. My God, man. Hard to get. It's going to be impossible to get this. Yeah, that thumb. Like, how do you get your freaking thumbnail in there? So he's got this really weird flintlock pistol thing. Fortunately, his wrist will do the up and down instead of the side to side that we usually always get. That's cool. This one also. So we can like try and claw your eyes out, rah, or turn around and do the. That was a crazy episode, that ending. Oh, Brett, come on. What the heck? The one with the memories messed with. Now I got to see this. Cobra is giving the white supremacy symbol. Oh, geez. Oh, that, yeah. You know, that white supremacy thing, that's got to knock that nonsense off. Like, that's the freaking OK symbol. You can't just start. And it's also the letter, yeah, A, B, C. No, that's B, C, D. It's D. It's basically the letter D, right? In sign language. You can't take that. You can't take someone's language away from them, for crying out loud. Anyways, that white power symbol thing, that stuff just needs to go the way the dough does. People literally need to just be like, oh, okay, like that, because no, don't let stupid things win. Please don't let stupid things win. Okay, so here's this flintlock rifle with a bayonet at the bottom. That's what it looks like to me. Whatever, it's Cobra Commander. He ain't getting into a fight with nobody. And look at this sword that he's got. Looks like a falchion. And I love the different color at the bottom, especially considering the fact that it is a snake. It's doing the top of my head. This isn't going to do the proper. There we go. I guess you can actually see it better like that. Anyway, it's this hooded snake thing. Can't go in the other hand, so instead I'm just going to put it in his sheath that he's got over here. Not the greatest. Will it go all the way in? Doubtful. This is frustrating. Okay. Either you stick it in too far and it comes out the bottom like that, or it stays out halfway. Either way, not a winner. So this is a very cool decorative figure, and you're going to have to do some work to make it a good decoration. Okay. second from last thing I'm going to show you guys is also a G.I. Joe. And once my hand ninjas come in, bang! This guy will have to be Nobu from the Daredevil television series. This one will have to be Nobu because all the hand ninjas are red in the latest, the Stiltman wave. And I can't wait. I cannot wait to see that, to get them. It's going to be awesome. Okay, so comes with this for a backpack, which is basically like red bamboo that he can slide some of his weapons in. No complaints. Let's see some of the weapons. Well, let's get him out. Will he come out? He comes out nice and easy. Okay, there's a lot of weapons in here. You really have to make sure you don't just throw away this plastic. Look at all the weapons that come in here. Like, that's a lot of freaking weapons. Holy crap. Now, you could army build with this also if you wanted to. Totally up to you. I'm disappointed this came out before Storm Shadow came out. Very cool. Very, very cool. Let me see. The Cobra Commander seems over-designed. Patches of white and dark blue. Yeah, stuff found is perfect. You can always paint over it if you're halfway decent at painting. Yeah, like I said, it's a ceremonial armor more than anything else. So, gray. Hydra versus Cobra. Neither of them would hit each other. Actually, I guess Hydra would technically be more dangerous, right? Hey, SoFlo. Naboo's actor was seriously screwed over by Jeff Loeb. Extras were treated better than him. You're right. The non-Asian extras were treated better than Nobu. I reported on that a lot in the podcast. Anyone catch that death metal anthology one shot where Sinestro? I haven't been watching that at all. Back with the Green Lantern Corps. Nice. Okay, so here is. He's technically supposed to be a one of Storm Shadow's Legion members, but no, this guy's going to be Nobu for me, the leader of the hand. So when I get my other red-clad hand figures, this guy will be their leader. So G.I. Joe, nah, you ain't got to worry about them no more, bud. So he's got this guy up here that can go into his back. Well, let me show you the back. Look at just the idea. Like, look at this. Let me just show you some of the things that I'm looking at here. He's got this little scabbard sheath here. It's very small, but it exists. On the back, he's got these two little holes here, right, that he can put stuff in. This dressing here is very loose, so the whole thing can actually just come right off if you were to mess with it enough. Actually, I see right here, I think this is the part where you'd actually detach it if you wanted to. I don't know why you would want to, though. Or at least it's the way they attached it. It's not meant to come off. It's fully sealed on. So you'd actually have to cut it to get this off. So don't cut it. Don't take it off. But this is what he would look like without it. Like, it wouldn't be that good. So you definitely want to keep this sash on. There's the two in the back. They're scale or chainmail. Joe Fisher, what's up? Jeffrey Lane, what's up, dude? So let me put his little backpack thing on. Oh, and his shoulder pads and the waist around thing. Very cool. I'm digging that. The hood is fully attached to him. It will not come off. It's got the Cobra symbol on the top. We're going to have to try and ignore that when I'm doing my shows. By the way, I'm going to have a stop motion coming up pretty soon for the Christmas episode of This Week in Comics, right? Got to think up some ideas. Look at what I got and come up with some ideas for like a quickie little 3-minute stop motion or so. Okay, so this goes on. It's in there. It's in there enough. So let's see the weapons he's got. He comes with an effing Nagina. That is incredible. Comes with a full-blown nagina in order to slice his enemies from horseback. I love that. Absolutely love that. That's going in his hand so that he may slay his enemies. There. You could two-hand that if you wanted to. It's got your typical range of motion, just like a ninja should. Loving it. He has got his sword. I'm probably going to do some paint jobs on the sword. Like, I'll keep the black on there. Well, nah, I'll probably make that silver, and then I'll just leave the handle black. Some of these things I'm going to have to make the handles brown just to switch it up a little bit. So his sword can fit right in there. He's got his two the kamas. It would be nice if they actually, the blade actually shifted down, because they do make things like it. I figure that'd be more effective for him, but whatever. We'll put them. Where's all the stuff going to go? Like, he's got too much stuff. Oops. I'm going to put his kami in the belt pack down here to the bottom. Mike Anderson. What's up, Mike Anderson? Jamal Lewis. Hey, what's going on? No, I do not think, Jamal Lewis, that they are in there. I think that they're actually, get off me. I think that they're the, Ogun. I think it's Ogun that he's dealing with, and a lot of his creeps, so to speak. While, it could very well be the Hand. They have every legal right to make it the Hand, but I don't think that they're gonna make the Hand in this. I think they're going to be stuff where the remnants of them will be incorporated or absorbed into the Hand. We'll see. Ultimates Avengers movie 2. That'd be interesting. Nick Fury or Howling Commandos versus Sergeant Rock and the Easy Company. Nick Fury's group would win. Punisher could do some missions for Nick Fury. This is true. Oh, you're saying for your thing. Huh. Just saw the handprint on their masks. Yeah, I know. That's what I'm thinking also. Like if they're X-Hand, I think it'd be just too goofy, right? If they got the handprints on it makes them the Hand. It's a possibility. I think it's more just me hoping that's not the route they're going to go, because I don't want that to be their costumes. Like, please don't let the Hand have a costume like that. Pretty please. Pretty please. Okay. So his kama will go there. He's got two axes. They're throwing axes specifically. Like you can see by the design of the handle. They're actually made to be super weighted. Like chopping wood with this is a possibility if you stand back, but no, this is actually meant for throwing. So we're going to put them, we are not going to put them up there because they don't want to go in there. Okay, they are not going in there. But I do have the size, the Okinawan size, and they do not want to go there, that's for sure. And I really wanted the axes to go up there. I think that would just be freaking amazing. Can I? No, I cannot. Okay, so I'm taking the kama out. Kind of bend him forward. I'm glad he's got good waist articulation. So this way I can get them in and out. I'm going to put the kama in there. Yeah, they slide in so easily. Take this thing off for a second. Come on. Stop being a butt face. Okay, let me put the size in there really quick. Oof, it's not a great fit. It's an okay fit. Okay, I'm going to show you that in a second. And put that up there. Boom. Okay, so I guess his neck is supposed to go in here. I guess his Nagina's supposed to go in there? That's just so goofy. Who wants that? Who would ever want to see that? How would you do that? Is this supposed to go in the back? I mean, that's not very useful. We'll put the sword here. It's not much better. And I'll just put the throwing axes in his hand. Let me show you on the other one. They've actually got these little circles here. You can see it. So I wish that there was little clips. Like, some characters, some of the Star Wars Black Series characters have lightsabers that have clips on the side to attach it to the belt. They have something coming out of the side of their belt. That'd be freaking amazing if they did something like that also. I wonder if I could jury rig something. You know what? I'm going to try. So there's that. Oh, wow. Okay, I just now noticed this. Remember about the Beast? Back a while ago, I'll get to some questions in a minute. So, the Beast figure from, he was sold alone, but he was with the Caliban wave. You could pull his legs down for extra articulation. So same exact thing here. They've got the exact same thing. So if he's up, it's just, whatever, but you pull his legs down, and that's what gives him the real, like side kicking power. He can go with a nice wheel kick. So that is cool. It actually comes down like that. It doesn't feel loose. It doesn't feel dangerous. And both sides will do that. So that is very cool. It'll also give him an extra, apparently, inch if you want one to be taller than the other. So if you have like several of them together, one can look taller. The other one just look a little bit shorter, and you'd never notice unless you point it out. So that's cool. These are cool figures, man. This is a very cool figure. Can't wait till my hand ninjas show up so I can put him with them. All right. Oh, and of course, at the back. All right, so I have one more figure to show you guys. Let me get some of these things. Do you think we will get the men introduced after the Fantastic Four movie? What men introduced? I don't know. I don't know. I don't know the cast of the crew. I'm sure that they'll. I don't know. Whatever. And Shang-Chi isn't the hand in that movie. The 10 Rings are in that movie. I don't know if the hand is going to be in that movie. They just announced that, it was like a silent announcement. They just gave, some of the main characters in there. One of the characters that's going to be in there is a guy who's going to play Razor Fist. So that's cool. I don't know which version of Razor Fist, but remember Razor Fist, he's the guy who had his hands cut off and they attached swords to his hands instead. He was in an early volume 2 of Wolverine comic book. So when he was fighting in Madripoor. Omega Red is supposed to be in the Black Widow. And they're saying Omega Red. I doubt it. It'd be pretty cool if he was. But I doubt it. I don't have any official announcement on that I've seen. If there is one, let me know, please. Be cool if Wolverine Easter egg showed up in the Madripoor scene. OG. That would be nice. Even if they're just literally, if they're just walking down an alley and you just see like 3, slash marks on the side of the wall, that alone would be enough to flip out every single fan in the Marvel universe. You know what I'm saying? Every one of us would be like, I saw 3 slash marks. That would be amazing. Patch cameo in the Madripoor scenes. God, that would just be so great. I got the Patch toy. I hope they don't make Fantastic Four kids in the movie. I want adults. Yeah. It depends. It depends, because we are going to need a new super genius in the Marvel Universe, right? Love Marvel Comics. But the MCU I see is its own universe. Oh, it is. It is its own universe. Omega Red is supposed to be in Deadpool 3. Well, I'm glad that didn't happen. Well, actually, excuse me, it was supposed to be. Well, it's being written now. So, yeah, he's writing Deadpool 3 now. So I don't know how he was supposed to be in that, but It's a possibility. Shouldn't have killed Shatterstar. Agreed. Agreed. Too much just killing people else. Professor Bill pulling the leg. Oh, pulling your leg? No, I'm pulling his leg. I was just pulling the Red Ninja's legs. Probably going to be connected in the. Yeah. Like I said, Jamal Lewis. I'm really hoping they do decide to do something like that. Your phone's bugging. I'm sorry. Since they're going to be injecting the deviants in the Eternals movie, which you kind of have to. It's their natural enemy. The deviants gene is what eventually led to the X gene. So all of the strains. So yes, I'm totally down for that. Also want to see the leader in She-Hulk. Well, we're going to get the Abomination. So good enough. Rumor Omega Red and Falcon and Winter Soldier. Wouldn't that be just too much though? Because like if he's beaten in there and then he shows up and he starts going after, maybe if it's Omega Red before he becomes Omega Red proper, like maybe if what happens to him, how he's defeated in Falcon and Winter Soldier, maybe that's how he would actually turn into the Omega Red that we know of with the life leeching and the carbonadium, carbonadium, I think. Anyway, that rare metal that he's using, his death effect, all that good stuff. Like that would be a good way to do it. But if he's just full on Omega Red and he's got his freaking tentacles, life leeching stuff like that, and he goes after Falcon and Winter Soldier, how are we going to have him come up later on and actually be a credible threat to Wolverine? Right? So they got to be careful with stuff like that. What do you think should be made first, a Wolverine movie or X-Men movie? Honestly, I do not know, but they could go Wolverine first. They could 100% do that, and I would kind of prefer to see that. J-Man, what's up, dude? Wonder if the leader will appear in She-Hulk. I don't think it's supposed to be Samuel Stern. They, like I said, they are already announcing. Have already announced that Tim Roth is returning to be Abomination. So there's that. J-Man, who I just met in Gotham Central Comics and Collectibles a couple days ago. Go check out J-Man's channel, dudes. My fault. He was supposed to be in Deadpool. Oh, in Deadpool 2. I think I heard something like that also. No worries. I don't get mad at people for making mistakes, phone or not. I don't care. What do you think? We'll see the Inhumans again before or after X-Men? I kind of. I think that in many ways we're going to be seeing them first. So listen, I don't like to report on rumors in my podcast because that's where I'm only spitting facts. I don't want there to be any confusion, about, what's coming out. I don't want anybody to attribute something to me that I didn't actually say or report on as a fact. But here I can report on a bit of rumors. So the rumors are that here, let's start from the beginning. Ms. Marvel is an Inhuman. All right. Ms. Marvel is an Inhuman. She's boom. She's going to be, in the TV show, her own TV show. They just showed a sizzle reel. So we actually have some live footage of her and a bunch of the other characters in the TV show. Is what it is, man. We're good. If you look at the board, because you got to look, when they're doing the sizzle reel, they'll always show some kind of a scene that just looks innocuous, but like a chalkboard scene or a blackboard or a whiteboard scene, something, dry erase board scene, whatever. They'll make some kind of a scene where something like that's there. So she's apparently drawing a whole bunch of things on there. She draws a picture of Captain Marvel, and it's like, awesome, awesome, awesome. She also draws a picture of somebody called Cool Guy. And a lot of fans, I don't know if I fully support this theory, but a lot of fans are saying that looks like Maximus the Mad. They're reporting that Maximus the Mad has already been cast, and they're also reporting that Vin Diesel is already signed or being pushed, being entreated for Black Bolt, which he wanted to play Black Bolt in the first place. Everybody at Marvel is, for the most part, down with it. They just have to actually do it. So if they offered it to him, he took it. I can promise you that. He loves the Black Bolt character. Anyway, yeah, that's the rumors. So I think there's a really good chance that we'd see the Inhumans first. But I think that they'd be more regulated to the television shows, and the X-Men would be more in the movie verse. So possible for crossovers? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. They're even rumoring that it's the Spider-Man 3, there's really only going to be cameos in a lot of these things. So while Daredevil is likely to appear, it would probably only be like a cameo. But as far as Matt Murdock, Charlie Cox playing Matt Murdock, yeah, he's probably going to be there for a little bit longer as the lawyer. Even like the Alfred Molina returning as Dr. Octopus, which was amazing casting, by the way. I really think most of that stuff is just they're saying that most of that's just going to be cameos to begin with. So like just glimpses like Grant Gustin and Ezra Miller meeting as the different flashes of the different universes in the CW's Flash TV show on WB. It would be like about as long as that, maybe shorter. So I don't know how it's going to work. I'm not an insider, and I'm not going to claim to be an insider like a Grace Randolph or anything like that. Like I said, I hate reporting on rumors. I don't care about the clickbait. God, if I were to do clickbait stuff, do you know how big this channel would be? For some reason, that's all anybody cares about is the clickbait. Not anybody, but you get what I'm saying, right? Comic Book Cast 2, that channel. I used to like that channel when they just talked about comic book stuff. Now like Armin, I think his name is. He just goes on for like 2 or 3 minutes, and he just, like, oh, I read an article. I'm gonna make a 2 or 3 minute video, just going, okay, guys, holy crap! So, latest news. And meanwhile, I reported on that the last week, and if I reported on it in my podcast, that means that it actually came out earlier in the week because I only report on news one day a week, and that's Sunday mornings at 5 a.m. Wherever you get your podcast from. So it's like Comic Book Cast 2. Like Armin seems like a really cool guy and everything. Like I'm not trying to start a beef with him or anything like that. It's just more like I don't know him, so I can't contact and be like, hey man, I'm a much smaller channel. Can I give you a recommendation? No, this is literally just silly little tiny me trying to say that I really miss it when he was a channel that just talked comic books instead of just 2.5 minute clips of him giving his opinion on the latest rumors that actually happened a week or two ago. I mean, it's painful to me. He was supposed to play Black Bolt instead of Groot years ago. It's true. It's 100% true. But they're trying to get him back to actually do, which would be the right thing to do. Too much money for a cameo, I believe. It's Sony footing the bill. So screw them. Armin has clickbaited for years on movies. That's a shame. It is what it is. I'm still subscribed to him. I just don't watch his stuff anymore. Have you watched the Swamp Thing series yet? No, I haven't. But you know what I have watched? Is my last figure that I'm going to show you guys today. And that is bang! I've been sitting on this for so damn long. The Baroness with her motorcycle. Like people were pissed that I walked out of the store because you see the collectors come, charging into the store trying to get this, and they're like, "Oh my god, are there any more of those?" Like, no, I think I grabbed the last one. Sorry, guys. Oh my god, dude, how much do you want for that? I'm like, dude, seriously, I wasn't going to get it. Otherwise, I would have pre-ordered it. And if you want it this much, you probably should have pre-ordered it too. I literally just saw it, and that's what made me want to buy it because I really didn't want this at first, but because I'm just like, oh, it's another motorcycle. Like I just use the Black Widow's motorcycle, but there's no other way to get the Baroness, and I love the Baroness. She was just always she was always such amazing character. Loved the character. So here's more Cobra Island stuff. Like I said, I was really holding off on showing you guys all this GI Joe stuff because I really wanted to get my hands on the regular Cobra Troopers that are part of the there it is, Cobra Island playset stuff coming out, but I was never able to get my hands on that, and it freaking breaks my heart big time. What the hell am I looking at here? Why does this do this? Look at this side. What is that? It doesn't do it on this side. Is this supposed to slide open? Yo, what is this thing that I'm looking at here? That opens. Okay, it's just the way that it looks. Okay, it's just the way that it looks because there and then on top of this, which is that. Okay, super weird. Anyway, let's two fronts. It's got two fronts, no back. Super weird, but whatever, man. I don't make these toys, I just play with them. So here's the inside. It looks kind of like a battleship. I love that, but I don't have any use for that. So that's going in the recycling. So here's what you get when you get the Baroness. What's up? Deadpool is said to be taking over Stan Lee's cameos, and oh god, that would be wicked, Joe. Can Vin Diesel not talk? Black Bolt and Groot? Well, you still get to hear his voice. But yeah, I mean, he's just got that super gravelly voice. I don't know. I don't really need to hear his voice for, like, we get to hear his voice for Groot, and we get to hear and see his, actual face for Black Bolt. I actually hope that they don't show his face too often. I want him to keep the universal tuning rod on his forehead. I want all of that stuff, dude. I want everything out the comics. Don't pull a freaking, the hell's that dude's name? Sylvester Stallone from Judge Dredd. Don't show your face, dude. With all due respect, I don't want to see your face. I want to see the costume. Okay, she comes with a lot of stuff. I am just yanking stuff out of here, man. Let's get her out. God, that is such a sexy figure. And let me cut a rope on the bike. By rope, I mean a plastic piece. Oops. Just stabbed Baroness. Put that over there. And that over there. Pull out this bike. Pop the top. All right, let me just shove this guy back in here, and then there's some assembly required for the bike. Let me show you that. So this is the part that we see. It's got the bike handle, but what are we missing? The bike handle on that side, and that's over here. So for some reason, they couldn't put the freaking bike handle in on that side. It's okay. It's just this, it's this ball. And it's just going to pop into the hole there. So it's like a chode. Some of you guys are going to Urban Dictionary look that up and be like, oh my God, I can't believe Professor Bill went there. But yeah, Professor Bill goes there every so often. Okay, I can't get it in. Which I hear is often a problem with chodes. Ow, I'm actually freaking hurting my thumb trying to get this damn thing in here. Ow. Yeah, I'm waiting for Beachhead too. Beachhead does look really cool. I'm thinking about actually doing a couple of, maybe if I grab a couple of him. You know what? I need to start seriously considering that if I'm going to do a pre-order. Maybe get like an extra one of him and actually trip him up a little bit. So paint him up a little bit to make him look like just a regular old ninja. Okay. So this is cool how the bike's wheels turn. It turns like this instead of whatever. I like that, like a good crotch rocket should. Okay. Fail. Fuck, that hurts. Ow. Not freaking cool. Like morons. Do I have to chew the damn thing off? I hate this nonsense. It fits in this little hole nice and easily. Can I just leave it there? Down there on the bottom? Ow. All right. I want a realistic G.I. Joe movie. There were two of them. I thought they were pretty good. I mean, for what they are. Predator movie set in Iraq, like Zero Dark 30 or Hurt Locker. Oh my God, that would be amazing. But nowadays, people would claim racism. You can kill Americans all the time, but nobody wants to see that anymore. I'm waiting for Beachhead for the G.I. Joe. Oh, yeah, just read that. Transformers G.I. Joe movie said to be in the works. Both? Yeah, that could work. That could totally work. Beachhead was your favorite as a kid? It was pretty cool. Who did I like? Snake Eyes. I don't know. It's just like one of those regular guys that like freaking Snake Eyes. I want a Thundercats movie. Voltron live action. Holy crap! It actually went in. Okay, don't try so hard. It should go in. Okay, this is kind of weird that the bike's front does that, but whatever. Anyway, so since it's on a ball, it will kind of move around a little bit if you want to. That's fine because it's going to be easier to adjust. But I like how the wheel turns like that instead. I would like it to actually turn a lot more so it actually looks like it's turning. Like that's turned, and that's the other direction. It's like you're not going to get that much spin if that's all it does. But the wheels do spin, so whatever. I like it. There's no like back in here? That's annoying. Anyway, comes with this snake, this robotic snake. I like this. This is fun. Doesn't move or anything. What's cool is it's a snake with its mouth open. It's got a laser. Do it back here. It's actually got a laser pistol out of its mouth. So we're gonna be pew pew pew. And it will, by the looks of it, it's actually flat there so that, let me see if it'll stand on a regular surface. Oh, it will not easily stand on a regular surface. Okay, this actually has to be held. That's weird because it looks like it's flat here. Huh. Not the cartoon, but the game. Real dark. I don't want to see dark Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle stuff. Come on, man. Enough with the freaking dark side. Let's make everything dark. Never a fan. Oh, I see what these guns are for. These are actually supposed to be cannons that go, what, down here? Yep. On the front of the bike, I guess. So these cannons go on the front of the bike. My kids just got finished watching the Man of Steel movie today, and they were like, this was super boring and it was super depressing. They're 5 and 7, by the way. Actually, they wanted to watch the movie. I'm like, I don't see any reason to not watch the movie, so sure, go ahead. So let's see what she's got here. Here's the Baroness. Whoop. She is a beautiful, beautiful figure. Look at that hair. It is like if it were any softer, it would actually be Barbie doll hair. Evenly cut down the back. My God, that is an absolutely gorgeous figure. Like, do the glasses come off? It'd be nice if she did come with a different head that would have a different hair sculpt. Now, the glasses stay on. The glasses do not come off. That is a beautiful freaking figure. You notice the difference between the matte black and the shiny black. That is how you make a character that wears all black stuff. So she's got these two gun holsters in the back and this knife holster right here in the front. The belt that is loose, the knife sheath that is also loose. So that should be on the side. Nothing else loose on her. How do her arms go up? Oh, oh my God. They bend underneath these little tiny mini shoulder pads. Can you guys see that? They bend underneath them so she can still have a good range of motion, a good butterfly effect. She does have the same thing that Gung Ho had with the arms that go back and forth like that, just a little bit, but that's enough really. It's got some extra articulation. She got these two golden pistols, which are gorgeous. Comes with two of them. I can put them right back here in these back sheaths, which is amazing. Boop. And for her knife sheath, she's got this little dagger. You can see the golden hilt on the back. That's actually got a hooded Cobra mantle. Absolutely gorgeous. I would still want to make the dagger itself silver. I will be doing that. But I believe the dagger is supposed to, yeah, you can clearly see by the design that the dagger is supposed to go forward so that you can see the snake hood, which is a little bit weird. Doesn't want to go down all the way, but if you force it in a little bit, then it still won't go down all the way. Okay, that will fall out. That absolutely will fall out. Just jumping it makes it want to. I'd actually double check to make sure it didn't fall out. Jeez. And it comes with one more accessory besides the snake, which I guess can go and wrap around her arm like this. I'll get to the questions in a moment, guys. There we go. So she can actually pew, pew, pew with the laser snake. That is just insane. And since she's got the motorcycle, she's got a motorcycle helmet. She comes with the motorcycle helmet. It's actually a different, so it is actually a different head. It doesn't go over top her head. So that means her head, I'm going to pull off the Baroness's head? That's terrible. This is blasphemy. So now you can use this for whatever. You've actually got a motorcycle helmet head. I kind of wish that it had the hair flowing out the back, though. That is definitely a missed opportunity. But you can see underneath, so you can almost see a chin. It almost looks like it's chin, but it's just the top of her neck. Yo, this is a badass figure, man. $60 Canadian, worth every single mother effing penny. Holy crap, this is an absolutely gorgeous character. Let me put her on the bike now. There's actually pegs down here and the holes in her feet. So you can... Doesn't give a lot of space to do that, though. So I don't know exactly how that's supposed to happen. Nah, you can't... I don't think you could put... I don't think you could put her feet in the holes. It's just not going to work. They're too out there. Anyway, in general, this is her on the bike. I'd have to play with it a lot more in order to get this to work, but not so easy to do while holding it up. Because wow, that's hard to do. But I've been waiting to get this character for a while. Oh, and here's one more feature that I was just hoping it had. Boop, kickstand. Actual kickstand. Yep, and it stands beautifully. I can't show you it. Boop, there we go. That is gorgeous. I love this. I love everything about... She just fell next to the keyboard. It's cool. I love everything about this figure. I like the bike. Worth 60 Canadian as far as I'm concerned. My God, that is a gorgeous freaking figure. The pew pew cannons, pew pew pew, on the front of the bike. They'll move up and down if you want them to. You know, however much you want, because they're not in there like that. Rough grain, slightly rough grain, almost like sandpaper, like I don't know, a 100 grain sandpaper, 1,000 grain, I guess. No, about 100 grain sandpaper, 200 grain. Yeah, this is nice. This is a great... I'm going to put this down now because I'm apparently very dangerous with her. The snake keeps trying to bite me. That's what it is. But she comes up like that. So awesome. Awesome. Absolutely love this figure, guys. All right, let's get some comments before I get out of here. Hour and 15 minutes is a good amount of time. Dark Knight trilogy was better than DCEU. Yes, I agree. Superman Man of Tomorrow is Man of Steel done right. You're not wrong. You're not wrong. I want them to just sit back and watch the original Christopher Reeve led Richard Donner Superman movie. That was an amazing movie. It's a nice figure. I love this figure. The animated movie. Yep. Yeah, he's talking about the animated one. Excuse me. Man of Steel was just more realistic take on Superman in the 21st century. I know you like those movies. I wasn't a fan of the Man of Steel movie. Like, I didn't dislike it at first, but then moving on it further, like, how can we even say he's a hero? I mean, what did he do? was heroic, that was selfless in there. Um, the way that he went after that bully instead of just, like making him sit down and doing a show of strength, he went outside instead and destroyed the guy's truck, destroyed the guy's means of living just because he was a jerk, an absolute jerk, but just a jerk, like wrecked the guy's truck instead of just putting his hand on his shoulder and sitting him down. Like, wow, man. What are your thoughts on a Richard E. Grant Loki that they're planning for his series? Richard E. Grant. I don't understand that reference. Alan Russett hated Man of Steel. They did such an awful job with Pa Kent. Yeah, both of the Kents. Both of the Kents. Like making them not existentialists. That would have been better even. Anyway, they followed Ayn Rand's school of thought. I forget what it's called right now. I say it all the time. Just can't think of it right now. But yeah, agreed. Not a big fan of that. You behind Baroness off with her head. I beheaded her. I beheaded the Baroness. I'm such a bad person. I know. Such a bad person. Okay, here we go. Mark Rowe. Best Kents are the Smallville versions, even if the show could be hit or miss. I'd have to go back and actually see Ma and Pa Kent in there. I honestly like the Kents from the Richard Donner version. Like, I'm sorry, to me, that was just the ultimate Superman movie. I know there's going to be a lot of people are going to be like, "Oh my God, the special effects are not so great." Yeah, I get it, but that's like, to me, I feel like if you like the writing or you like the characterization or the portrayal or whatever of the Man of Steel movie, that's great. But to pick the Man of Steel movie over the Richard Donner Superman movie just because of the special effects were better and things like that would be like, I want to spend my life with a hooker instead of with an actual good woman. You get what I'm saying? And I'm saying that from a straight man's perspective. That'd be like it'd be like a girl marrying the bad boy as opposed to marrying, flirting with the bad boy, but marrying the guy who's going to be a good husband. You know what I'm saying? Like, to me, that's what it's like. Special effects, whatever, but I just don't feel like that was Superman. I'd have rather that just been some generic superhero that uh, Zack Snyder made up instead of saying this is Superman. None of it makes sense. What is the relationship there between him and Lois Lane? Why did he suddenly fall in love with her? Like, what happened in the Man of Steel movie that made us say she's the one? They were like, it's like Snyder went out of his way to say, okay, the fans will understand that he's supposed to be with Lois, and that's why he's supposed to be with Lois. Okay, but then why are you changing so much else about Superman? You might as well just made him get with Lana Lane at that point. Why is she with or Lana? Oh my God, Lana. Well, I can't even remember Lana's freaking name now. I'm so befuddled by this movie. It just frustrated me so much. Anyway, like I said, the kids were just like, this is really boring for the most part. Plus, it's just jumping around. It's like, how long did they spend in that opening scene where Superman wasn't even in it? They showed a little super baby, but mostly it was just Superman's father, Jor-El, flying around on a flying dinosaur and stuff like that, and on Krypton. It's like, what are you doing at this point? Just all this stuff, and then at the end, just like after that's over, just he's on a freaking sailboat or the oil rigger. And it's like I had to explain to the kids, okay, guys, this is actually Superman when he's older right now. And they're like, well, what happened to all the stuff in between? I get the movie wasn't made for kids. That's one of the reasons why the movie failed miserably. Like the movie by itself, but the merchandise. It's the merchandise. Zero merchandise moved. It was in the low tens. The amount of merchandise that they wanted to move, that's what moved. It just failed miserably. Yeah, I love the super. He's playing Walt Simonson Loki. Oh, is he? I didn't know that, Jeff. Oh, if that's the case, I want to see it. Richard Donner Superman is best. Agreed, J-Man. DC OU. Oh yeah, it's getting a new company in January, but it's not going to change the DC Universe Online. But it's not going to change the game, according to the DC Online universe, the video game, the MMO that game is. It's not actually going to change. So Lana Lang, thank you, Alan. Jeez, sometimes you just get in your space and you can't change your thoughts. Superman 79 is truly Superman, but you have to update it to the 21st century. You know, they updated Captain America once. The guy who did it was named Nick Spencer. How'd that updated Captain America look? You get what I'm saying? I don't agree that Superman needs to be updated that way. I mean, sure, have them have cell phones back in the day, but I didn't like it. Why was Superman a hero after 1.5 movies? Right? Like, why were there people worshiping him and all this stuff? He's just this guy the first time that people saw Superman in the Man of Steel movie, like the first time he became known to the public, was when he was wrecking everything. Like he was destroying the city while fighting with, Zod. And it's like nobody in their right mind would say, that guy is a hero. I'm sad that he died. Like nobody would ever say that. And and don't even get me started on the BVS movie. You know what? I'm not going to do this. I'm not going to get into it. Not going to get into it anymore. Didn't like it. Agreed, Mark. But then again, Jeffrey is he's 100% right, or allowed to his opinion. And case in point, look at this opinion. I watched Superman vs. the Elite. I loved the movie. Superman vs. the Elite was absolutely amazing. But I also view that movie, or that animated movie, as one of the reasons why it actually counters the idea that Superman needs to be updated. Superman being updated, that's basically the Fatal Five. Fatal Five. Was that them? The Fatal Five? Yeah. Anyway, these guys, and they're just like, yeah, you need to be updated. You need to kill. You need to do stuff like that. And he showed why no, I don't need to kill. Look, this is what Superman is. And aren't you lucky? Aren't you glad that I don't kill? I just lobotomize. So he didn't actually lobotomize him, but he could have. Jeff, you're awesome. Jeff, you're freaking awesome. Tevya, what's going on, Tevya? Hey, you guys check out Tevya's channel, right? Because he does comic book content too. I'm saying it's a thing. It's actually out there. It's in the ether. Love DC UO. It's a great game. DC Universe Online is a great game, and I want to play it more on Twitch. The problem is they keep on kicking me out of my account and saying, "Oh, you got to change this." Well, in order to change, like, it finally got to the point where, like, you know what you should do? You should make it. This is the help that they were going to give me. The help. They said, what you should do is actually create a new account and then go in and retrieve your password with the new account. And I'm like, with all due respect, that's stupid. I'm just going to cancel my VIP subscription. You can keep the damn game. Like, if that's what it takes, is making a new account and going in and retrieving stuff, I don't want to play this. Like, you're supposed to be the help desk. You're supposed to figure this stuff out for me. It's a computer game. You go in and you freaking fix the code or whatever needs to be done. Don't be dumb. Like, wow, that was just so dumb. I was so mad at that. Want Superman in the same situation as Captain America and the Avengers? Oh, so like a man at a time. You could do that too. That would work. Didn't Jack Kirby try to update Captain America after it was rejected to have a classic hopeful, and turned into OMAC? What? Took the New Gods to DC. Oh, I see what you're saying. It's a possibility. Given how crappy everything has been. Well, yeah, well, when you look at it, Alan, let me just get to Alan really quick. With Alan, what you're saying, yeah, the Great Depression, really horrible time. Kind of a horrible time now too, right? We could definitely have a Superman in today's day and age. That's exactly like the way the Superman was always supposed to be portrayed. Superman really is he versus the world, you know? Bill. What do you think about the stories from 60s jungle adventures featuring Black Panther? Well, JT, I I liked them. They're old, they're outdated, but for the most part, I mean, like the jungle adventure stuff. I'm sorry, that's what they made the movie based on, right? So there's a more updated version of it, and I know Manape actually, M'Baku actually originally appeared in the Avengers, but I mean, they still had Manape. They just didn't want to call him Manape. I don't have that history, so I don't know that it's a problem to call him Manape, but I guess whatever it is for the most part. I remember wrestling with my younger brother-in-law the one time. He's black. And what happened? we we were like throwing insults at each other, just joking around. You know what I'm saying? I'm gonna beat you like a dog. I'm gonna whip you like a horse. I'm gonna, you know, and we're just going back and forth. And I was like, I'm gonna hang you from a tree like a monkey. And he's just like, hey, you can't say that. I'm black. I'm like, I guess if you like put a tag on it, sure, but like, we just shut up. We're just fighting. I'm gonna drown you like a fish. How about that? How about that? Is that racist? Like, we're just going back and forth like that, and it was all in good fun. Like he was laughing his ass off while he was saying it. You can't say that, I'm black, and we're just like laughing. But yeah, I don't know. Like I don't see the world the same way. I really just don't. I think that a lot of the nonsense stuff has to just stop. What was I just watching yesterday? Does this actually clip and close? Oh my god, it actually clips and closes. Sick. Gung Ho's vest. What was I just watching? The Santa Claus with Tim Allen. Just watching that yesterday with the kids and my wife. In the very beginning, there was the black woman who was taking the stage and talking to everybody at the party and saying, "All of you guys made this possible, and I wanted to thank each and every one of you individually. You all deserve it." And Tim just grabbed the microphone and is like, but we're not going to do that for the sake of brevity. So anyway, guys, I just want to say, like, this is really awesome. Boo, 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 boo. And he's just talking. And he's like, my wife's like, he actually just snatched the phone from her. And I'm like, yeah, he's supposed to be kind of a jerk in the beginning of the movie. And then we see his character change. It's like, yeah, but like he just snatched it from, like, you know what I'm saying? It was like, from a black woman. Like, really? Like, so he could snatch it from a white woman, and he like it. He just snatched the thing from, like, what's up? And she's like, well, t- black or not, just the idea, like he took it from the a woman. Like that's not how you treat women. Like, and how do women treat men? How are women like? Do we have a model for that? We can't sit here and just say men have to do this, men have to do that, men have to do that, because you know what? Women didn't like it in the 50s, and I'm sure many years later and whatnot. I just know 50s, whatever. Men always saying women need to do this, and women need to act like this, and women need to act like that. By the way, a lot of that was also moms and grandmas saying that too. So it was not just men who did that. But like at the end of the day, it can't just be, you know, oh, we're going to tell men how to act. No, you don't get to tell men how to act. You simply do not get to tell men how to act. And when you do, we will laugh at you, and it will be funny, and you will be red faced and embarrassed. And that'll make us point and laugh more because no, that's silly. The exact same way that men shouldn't be telling women how to act. And again, I'm not in this, like, I don't have a horse in this game, but I don't associate with men who would ever think to tell, not openly at least, and not even in, like, you know, locker room talk joking around, telling a woman how to act. I would never associate with someone like this. Like, I wouldn't do a collaboration with someone like this. I wouldn't talk to someone like this. I wouldn't be friends with someone like this. I would never have this conversation. Like, there was no way that I would ever do something like that. So I think just a lot of this stuff is too far. And then I laughed a little bit later on in the movie. If you guys watch the movie, about midway in the movie when Tim Allen is becoming Santa Claus, um, everybody's making fun of Tim for eating too much, Tim's character for eating too much and getting fat. And the black woman especially was berating him, like, you know, the condescending sort of, Are you sure you're just snacking? Are you sure you're on a diet? Are you sure it's just the a bee sting? Are you sure what? And she kept on like needling him. And I turned to my wife. I was like, and she's like, fine. I was like, maybe instead of just looking at something and right away judging, that's racist or that's sexist or that's ageist or that's whatever. How about it's just that's the way that the world works? Like there are certain things, yeah, discrimination is a bad thing, but just talking, I don't think talking is supposed to be a bad thing. Maybe it's just me. I just don't see it. I'm so tired of the constant needling in that nonsense. It just gets to be too much, man. Joker film was better than Batman storytelling. I was better Batman storytelling than all the stuff with DCEU was made with. I'm not going to disagree. I'm not going to entirely disagree. The ending was a little, but like, yeah, killing Bruce Wayne. How are we going to have him in the universe now? Whatever. It was a by itself. It was a good standalone movie. That seems to be the DC universe as a whole, whether it's comic books or the movies. Just everything's got to be standalone. We can't have it in continuity. You know, it's so funny. Imagine if we had a Star Trek franchise that showed up and they said, Captain Kirk, I never knew anybody named Captain Kirk. There was never any such thing as Captain Kirk. No, we're starting all over again, all new characters, all new this, all new that, all new ships, all new everything, but we're going to call it Star Trek. It'd be like, why would you call it Star Trek? Call it something else. Call it Star Voyager or something. Don't call it Star Trek. Why would you do that? What is Star Wars without Darth Vader and Luke Skywalker, right? Like you can have movies in different parts of the universe, but acknowledge that those times existed or will exist. Continuity. There's no purpose whatsoever for any franchise without continuity, right? So why do you have a comic book company with all these characters if they're not going to be in continuity? In that case, just make them public domain and let better people do it. That's just my opinion because the characters should be in public domain to begin with. You know what I'm saying? All these characters should be in public domain to begin with. Um, yeah, I don't get that logic. What logic? Doctor Strange will see versions of Avengers that never got to see the part, like Tom Cruise's Iron Man. Oh yeah, we are going to get that stuff, and it should be pretty fun. Imagine seeing Joaquin Phoenix as Doctor Strange, right? The role that he didn't quite get. Oh no, Edward Norton Hulk. Where did Betty go? Right? And Liv Tyler was good, but I mean Jennifer Connelly in that Incredible Hulk movie or the regular Hulk, the Ang Lee Hulk movie. Oh my God, Jennifer Connelly is just one of the best actresses who has ever graced the freaking planet. She is absolutely amazing. And that's one of the things. Like, I don't think I'm going to care how old she gets. Like, she's just got it, you know. Like seeing Michelle Pfeiffer, nowadays showing up and doing movies. It's like, dude, it doesn't have to be a beautiful character. It doesn't have to be some hot character that you want to get in bed with. It could just be amazing acting. I don't know if anybody was attracted to the Golden Girls. I certainly wasn't, but those are really good episodes. You know, so you had great acting in there. It didn't have to just be about the sexuality. The thing is, Jennifer Connelly happens to have both. You know, man, I like that's who I really wish they could have gotten back. And they said when they were doing it for the MCU, they said we really wanted to bring her back because she was the only really great part of that movie. The problem is that it would be confusing for the fans if that was the case. So, yeah, I agree. Teal Splash, I'm making a comic channel. Well, thank you. I don't know who you are. I don't know anything about you. I don't know if you've ever been in this channel before, but I, may I recommend? Here's some advice. Make your comic book channel. Do your comic book channel and mess up a lot, just like I did. Try this equipment, try that equipment, try this lighting, try that sound, try this topic and that topic, try all the different things possible and continually mess up so you can see what does work and what doesn't work. And then your channel will build organically, just like mine did. And I've never once, not one single time in my entire my 4.5 years of doing this, almost 4.5 years, almost 4.5 years of doing this, I have never once went on someone else's channel and said, I'm making a site. I've never once went on someone else's channel and said, hey, I've got a YouTube page and I talked about this same subject. I never once tried to fish for someone else's audience in someone else's lake. I never once did that. I thought about it, and I thought that it was a really dumb idea, with all due respect. I'm not trying to badmouth you. I don't want you to not, I want you to be successful. I do. I want you to get good so that maybe one of these days you'll be good enough and I'll be like, dude, you know what? A collab would be a good thing. You know what I'm saying? I don't look at collabs as something that will help my channel. I look at something that's going to help the community. So I will often do collabs with smaller channels, but I will never do a collab with a channel that has 12 subscribers, or something like that, because you clearly are still in the stage where you haven't started building your own audience yet. So my sincerest recommendations, if you're going to do a channel, shut up and do the channel. Don't tell me what you're going to do. Don't tell me what you want to do. Don't ask for a collab from me or from anybody else ever, ever. Let it happen organically. Just do that. You know what I'm saying? If I've heard of your channel, if I've seen it on my own, and I will, I'll ask you for a collab. But when you're a little tiny fish in my lake and saying, hey, I'm going to do this, you really just come off as a beggar. Nobody likes beggars. We flip a quarter to a beggar. We don't give a job to a beggar. You know what I'm saying? So keep that in mind, please. Tough love. It's tough love. So what do we got here? Bill, is Sergeant Fury worth reading? I did not think so, JT Gamer. It was good for the day. It's not something that aged very well. The days of war comics and honestly, even the romance comics. Look at this. I just showed you guys this. I actually opened it up and showed you guys the first appearance of Stan Lee in a comic book. Right there, baby. Just got this on my I bought comics off of eBay video. I think that's the 5th one that I did. Anyway, it's the December one. Building up my stack to do my January one, the New Year's. Woo! I'm so excited. I got some good ones. I got some really good ones. But that's an old romance comic from when Patsy Walker wasn't Hellcat. That was like a year before the or 2 years or so before the Fantastic Four hit the shelves. Romance comics, I don't know if they would work nowadays, but they don't exist nowadays. Neither do Westerns and neither do the war comics, right? So today's audience, I don't know if they would appreciate Sergeant Rock or Sergeant Fury. Wish we can get a TV show like The Incredible Hulk with Bill Bixby and mix some military stuff and General Ross and the leader. See, I feel that a TV show is one of the best ways to tell a Hulk story. You know what I'm saying? That's one of those things that shouldn't be a movie. It should be a TV show, because think of the success that the Incredible Hulk movie or TV shows did back in the day. My God, I remember my mom came over the one time. She was talking about, I got home from school and she was talking to my dad and she's like, and it was in front of us. And she's like, I sat down watching this really cool show. I had nothing to do and I just turned on the TV and it was a really engaging story. And for the first half hour of the show, it was amazing. And then all of a sudden the main character turned into the Hulk. And I was like, what's that? You were watching the Hulk? Oh my God, Bill Bixby and Lou Ferrigno? Oh my God, which episode was it? And she's like, okay, I did watch the whole episode, but it was just more like a top of the head watching, but it really was good. And if he didn't turn into the Hulk, it still would have been an incredible show to me. Wow, it was really well done. That episodic format for the Hulk, it just flows so perfectly with what the comic book used to be and what it could be again, the Hulk shows up, he has a accident, and then, you know what I'm saying? How come all accidents involve needing a new pair of pants? McGee, you wouldn't like me when I'm angry, Mr. McGee. Gerald Ganser, hope I'm pronouncing that name right. What's up? What was what is this here? You got yeah, what now? Is Wonder Woman Dead Earth worth checking out? I'm hearing great things. I think I did a review of the first issue. I think I did. Either way, I know I read it and I didn't really care for it too much. Like it was okay, but that's just my opinion on it. A lot of times I won't bother doing a review of a comic book if I really just didn't like it and it's a first issue because I don't really want to, unless I've got something to say about it that can be constructive, you know? Um, any opinion on the Cyberpunk 2077 Dark Horse comic? No, I haven't read that. Did you? Yeah, I haven't read that. Still maintain the DC universe can actually work if they plan ahead. Yeah, they do have to plan ahead. They have to plan ahead, but they also have to be smart and keep them comic book characters, not just super dark, angsty, goth type people with dark uniform. Like that just doesn't. It's never going to work. Justice League Unlimited Cadmus arc. Yeah. Oh my god, that really is one of the best freaking series ever. Like that was just so amazing. Del Toro Hulk show. Del Toro Hulk. I don't know what that is. R.I.P. Bill Bixby. Best episode when he lost the cure and cried. Agreed. That was a good episode. Don't forget the movies on NBC with Daredevil. Well, yeah, there's the movies also. There's the original pilot. There's the one with Thor was the first one. Daredevil. So there's Return of the Incredible Hulk with Thor, Trial of the Incredible Hulk with Daredevil, and then there was the Death of the Incredible Hulk, which didn't have anybody else in it, but was actually supposed to have Iron Man in it. And they're like, it's too hard to do this, so we're not going to have Iron Man in it. But they actually wanted to have Iron Man in it. That's wild, right? My I don't know what my favorite episode was. I like the one where Jack Kirby was in there and he was drawing images of what the Hulk should look like. That was a really amazing episode looking back on it. I like the one episode where he fell out of a plane and landed in an airport hangar while he was what's his name? While he was still Banner. But then he woke up and just, and his eyes changed. He started changing into the Incredible Hulk and he got up and he started fighting. Why do I like that episode so much? Because in the Death of the Incredible Hulk, he fell out of the plane and that's how he died. And it's like, we've already seen that he can survive falling out of a plane. And he was already turning into the Hulk in that form. So it's like, no, I didn't like that. I didn't like that at all. Horrible ending. Raymix, what's up, Raymix? You think Fantastic Four movie will have Franklin? I think that it would be too much of a great storyline to have Franklin later. You know what I'm saying? Like these things just shouldn't be rushed. They really shouldn't be rushed. Do you believe Spider-Man will appear in the Fantastic Four movie? Well, they do have one movie where Spider-Man can appear. And I hope they're not going to, well, they're probably going to waste it with Doctor Strange, but I really hope they won't. I don't know. We'll see. The deal right now is one movie that they make for Sony, and then one movie where they get to have the Sony character of Spider-Man in their own movie. We'll see. We'll see how it works. What's up, Street Side Anthony Comics? How you doing? Gerald, what's your dream Marvel Legends Build-A-Figure? Mangog or one of Thor's goats? That's funny. Ooh, why wouldn't they do I don't know about a Build-A-Figure right now. Hold on. Actually, I want a Titan what is his name? Titanium Man. That's why I'm saying Titan stuck in my head. I want a Titanium Man Build-A-Figure, but honestly, I might not need it now because they announced they're going to be doing a Marvel Selects version of Titanium Man. Those are usually of the 7-inch scale, which means it'll probably be 7 to 8 inches tall, which is exactly what I want. I am so down with that because I want to recreate the Armor Wars, and I would kind of need a Titanium Man. Like that was the big, twist that screwed everything up in the comic book. I'm not gonna spoil that for you guys, but oh my god. Oh really? Guillermo del Toro was developing a Hulk show. Oh wow, that would probably be great. DC Future State, are you reviewing those? I am not. No, I have no interest in the DC Future State. Not even the Ridley Scott Batman. I know, like Dark Knight Nation, his channel. He's like, I can't wait for that. I'm like, cool, you review it. I'll send people over to you for that. But yeah, I have no interest in the DC Future State. That's 2 months where I'm just not buying DC Comics. I guess I'm saving a couple bucks. Save up for another wave, man. Any opinion on Fantastic Four getting MCU movie? No, I'm super excited about that. I think that's a great idea, and I think that they're a great way to fill the void of Iron Man and the Avengers in general. You know, Tony Stark and the Avengers in general. The episode with the military thinking he was an alien was good. If they do Power Pack, they should do Franklin sooner rather than later. I'm hoping Power Pack isn't anytime soon. Power Pack doesn't sell in the comic books. I don't know that it's going to sell in the TV show or whatever, but it should be a TV show before it's a movie. That's for sure. Um, Old Man Hulk was a really weird episode. I don't remember that one. What would you like to see in the next Blade movie? Oh, like I said, I want Wesley Snipes to come back. Marshala Ali, all the blessings in the world, dude. But Wesley Snipes, dude, he deserves every bit of respect, every single respect affordable. It belongs to him. He is the reason why and his movies were the reason why we have the MCU, in my opinion. I know there were other comic book movies before that, but Blade was the one, in my opinion, where they showed, look at what we can actually do, and look how we can change a character and make it work, right? Blade of the like Wesley Snipes' Blade is not the Blade from the comic books. It's not. It's a very different character, and yet it worked. And they changed that Blade, and for very good reason. That is an amazing character. Wow. So that worked. Super Sun, yep, Challenge of Super Sons is coming. It's coming. Um, I too believe things should not be. I'm hoping you're saying should not be rushed. That's why I don't believe the next Spider-Man movie will introduce everything. She was found a cure for the Hulk. Oh, yeah. I remember that one. He found the cure for the Hulk, but he accidentally broke it in when he turned into the Hulk. He broke the. Yeah, it was kind of like the that Twilight Zone episode, Time Enough at Last. It felt a lot like that. It was amazing. J-Man just started reading Tomb of Dracula. Dude, yeah, it's amazing. Especially once you get to issue 9, I think it is, or 7. I think it's 9. That's one where Wolfman is doing it. Gene Colan was drawing all of the issues, so they all look the same. But they had a bunch of different writers for a while, including 2 issues with Gardner Fox, the guy who created Hawkman and Green Lantern, Hal Jordan, Green Lantern, and a bunch of other characters. No, wait, no. That was Bill Finger who created him. No, he created the original Green Lantern. Yeah, and he created a lot of characters. Like Gardner Fox created a lot of characters, but he did 2 episodes of that. But it was when Wolfman jumped on that all of a sudden it just became out of this world amazing. Born in Joe Fisher, you were born in 73. Jeez, you're 2 years older than I am. What's up with that? People loved Blade 2 when they were out. The first Blade was amazing. Yeah. Born in 78. 3 years younger than me. Hey. Did you order Retro Rogue? No, I actually have the Rogue from the Juggernaut wave, so I don't need it. In fact, is it? No, I took her down. Hopefully She-Hulk is handled well. Honestly, think they dropped the ball on Hulk after Age of Ultron. There's way too much off-screen development for him between movies. You're not wrong. I can agree with that. Any opinion on the Loki series coming out on Disney Plus? I just hope that it's intelligent. You know what I'm saying? I hope that they bring Coulson back also because it looks like he dresses as Coulson in one of the scenes where he's like jumping out of the plane. Bad taste, especially if he's actually dead in the MCU. I don't want to see that. I want Coulson to be back, genuinely. Hoping She-Hulk is handled well. Honestly, think they're dropping the ball on Hulk after Age of Ultron. Yeah. Oh, I just read that. Duh. I was born in 1991. I graduated high school in 93. Oh man, you were like the size of a football when I was in my sophomore year. Any opinion on Ant-Man and the Wasp having Kang the Conqueror? I think that it's a fantastic idea, and it's the only thing that makes sense for an Ant-Man 3. Literally nothing else could possibly make sense. I mean, what are you gonna do? Have Egghead show up? I don't think that that character would translate well nowadays. You know what I'm saying? It's a boring freaking character. But um I mean, they technically said that Ghost's father was Egghead, so there's that. Elias Starr. But can you tell I love Ant-Man? Absolutely amazing character. Anyway, the original Hank Pym Ant-Man specifically. But no, I think that Kang is the perfect foil. I hope that he's not just for Ant-Man and the Wasp. I hope that he's for the whole MCU in many ways. Because wouldn't he work with the multiverse of madness? Wouldn't he work over in the Spider-Man multiverse thing that they're doing? Wouldn't he work not just with Ant-Man and the Wasp, but wouldn't he work with Fantastic Four? Right? Immortus, Nathaniel Richards, all of that. I mean, dude, like there's just so much there. There's so much there. Have the scene where he shows up and they have to go back and try and fight him. And there's a whole Fantastic Four thing, and have Hawkeye in the movie, and he goes back and he's got to make some weapons, back in time because his bow got broken and he's out of arrows. So he makes a bunch of hand weapons to use, and then leaves them in an Egyptian gravesite that is actually used for the god of travelers and the god of the moon, right? Khonshu. And then later on, there's the introduction to Moon Knight because that's where those tools were originally, which was shown in a West Coast Avengers comic book that was also part of the original Fantastic Four run, which was also a part of and like so many times they went back and tried to revisit that with Doctor Strange. Also, have all of those together and have Kang be the foil through it all. God, that's what I'm talking about. That's what we need for the phase 3 or phase 4, 5, and 6 villains. That's what we really need. That I would love to see that. Yeah, the LMD Coulson is still around. They'd introduce LMDs into the movies. They can bring that version of Coulson. You think Deathlock movie could work? Yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. Do you think Ant-Man 3 will include the multiverse and the rest? I hope so. Kang would work with Loki and TVA 100%. It's all a part. It's all connected. It's all connected. That's what they were originally pushing with the MCU stuff. It's all connected. Well, prove it. Connect it. Hoping he's in Fantastic Four because that opens the door for the X-Men. Apocalypse. Do you collect McFarlane's DC figures? Yeah, I have a couple. I have a couple up here, and I have a couple out there. I don't collect them regularly. If I think that they're going to work with the rest of, hey, Justin Anya, what's up? If I think that they're going to work with my characters that I already have, then I'll grab them. Like I opened this a couple weeks ago. Asrael, and I have both versions of Asrael. The other one with the flaming sword. I think that'll work well. And does he work with the regular Batman's? Well, there's the Dark Knight or Batman. Here's the old. Here's the Scott Snyder Batfleck Batman. He's clearly taller, and I'm not going to collect all new figures. Plus, I want them to mix well with my Marvel Universe, and all the Hasbro stuff is 6 inches. So there's a size war going on, and size doesn't matter in this case. I feel like the quality is just better with the Marvel Universe stuff. For the most part, they're just offering so much more. Hasbro is just offering so much more. They've already got a long wave, and I don't want to change my Marvel stuff to a 7-inch size or to the Marvel Select size. I just don't want that. I have no interest in doing that. My figures are 6 inches, but if there's a couple figures that are 7 inches, look at the size difference there. My thing there would be the idea that he's in an armor that's actually a super huge armor. So he's just going to have to be a lot stronger than regular old Batman in order for this to actually work with this size difference. You get what I'm saying? It's too hard, and I actually want continuity. I want consistency in my stories, in my figures. So I'm not happy with McFarlane choosing to make them all 7 inches. I just think that's crap idea, but is what it is. Superman and Lois Lane. Yeah, I can't wait to see that first episode and see if it's going to be any good. I really hope it is. Can't take Asriel seriously because whenever I hear the name, I think of Gargamel's cat. Exactly, Alan Russett. Same thing. It's like, did you have, even growing up a good Catholic boy, I still don't think of the angel. You know what I'm saying? I think of Gargamel's cat. Happy we're getting Cassie Lang because that opens the door for Stature. Exactly. Definitely looking forward to the idea of seeing her as Stature. I mean, as Stinger, she's fine, but Stature was the way to go. Nice that they're using the endgame time travel methods for Agents of Shield, but that doesn't create plot hole. But doesn't that create plot holes? How did Deke exist in season 5 when Gemma was removed from the timeline, taken to the future? Okay, I didn't watch those final 2 seasons. I guess I'm gonna have to use that as the Hellbat armor. Yeah, but I have the Hellbat armor also, so I'll use the Hellbat armor as Hellbat. I can have Hellbat fight against Azrael. Let's see how that works out for Azrael, right? Jean-Paul Leblanc, not Leblanc, Jean-Paul Baptiste. Anyway, guys, that's the end there. We've been going for about 2 hours now, so I'm going to bounce out. I'm going to go get some food, and I'm going to clean up this mess that I made, and then going to start filming, recording the podcast, which the Comic Book University podcast, 5 o'clock in the morning, everywhere you download your podcast for free. That's where we are. So all the latest news for the whole week of comic books, and then you can expect in a like the next by Sunday afternoon or more, channels like Comic Book Cast 2, they'll start reporting on the stuff that I put out also because hey, yes, he is Joe Fisher. They're technically the same. They're technically and Immortus. That's why I put all 3 of them in the same. So yes, FF could be an Ant-Man 3. I don't think they're going to do that, and I think it'll be too soon, but we'll see. As long as it's not the Fan 4 stick, then I'm okay with it. And I will talk to you guys later. Again, 5 o'clock in the morning. Listen to the podcast. I'd appreciate it. Talk to y'all later. Professor Bill, Comic Book University. Class dismissed.